Hello my friend, thanks for coming and check this out. Today video I'm gonna talking about the motion, how to make a one middle title in the motion and publish it in the Final Cut and use it in the Final Cut. It's really we're gonna go in for the really simple project and not a lot of parameter or a lot of layer being included. We're gonna go in for the just open the motion and the title. My project is 10 second and 4K. Normally, whatever your project you're working with, you put it under that one too. First thing first, if you want to go in for the, I have a one big list on the motion. If you want to learn about the motion at the beginning to advance, feel free to join it in my channel and go and check this out too. Let's get started with the one group. On the group, we don't have anything, and I'm gonna go in for the library and going for the one generator and going for the one color solid and drag it in here. And we're gonna call it this one as a background. And I'm gonna change the color to the little bit more attractive, or maybe this color is pretty good. I'm gonna go in for the very scale, and I'm gonna go in for the scale on the Y position only. Just very little, very simple thing that we're gonna go in for. We're gonna make a keyframe. I'm gonna go in for the 5 seconds after 2 seconds after my timeline and put a one keyframe here, and I'm gonna go in for the beginning and put it on the 0 on the X position. As you can see here, when this one is happened, but I'm gonna go in for the keyframe and drag this one and put it on the a Bezier, and I'm gonna drag this one up to the here a little bit rush to come in and then slow down. That is, we make a background for it. We don't wanna do anything with that one. I'm gonna go in for the make another group and make this group as a text base. And I'm gonna go in for the drag the one rectangle. I'm gonna put it in the end of the background when the keyframe is finished. I'm gonna go in for the choose the one rectangle and drag the one rectangle here. And we're gonna go in for shape, and we're gonna turn on the outline and turn off the fill too. We have this one here, but we need to be a little bit animated. I just want to get going for the increase the width to the a kind of the 6 or 7. 7 is fine. And this one is happened until now, but we need to keyframe this one too. I'm gonna go in for keyframe on the X and the Y position, on the scale and the rotation only. I'm gonna go in for the put my keyframe until pretty much like a 5 or 6 second, 59, and I'm gonna go in for the put a keyframe on the 0 and put a rotation and the keyframe as well. I'm gonna go in for the beginning and put a X scale to the 0 and put this one as a kind of the 46, I reckon. As you can see here, we have a really nice animation, but still we can go in for the keyframe editor and this one put as is both. A little bit nice when it's coming through, a little bit really nice compared with the before. And this is kind of this one is base one that we make it now. We're gonna going for the base group. I'm gonna drag the base group as kind of a little bit different. I'm gonna going for the put a text here. A text, put it after this one is happened. I just want to put a text here. I'm gonna say your text here. And I'm gonna going for the a little bit scale up until the end of the pretty much like a, and I'm gonna offset this one by the here. I'm gonna going for the Z X position, and I'm gonna offset it by the to get it exactly on the center. We need to a little bit more animation under this one. I'm gonna going for put a one really nice animation on the your text. You can go in for the behavior text, and I'm gonna go in for the behavior here on the library, and going for very text animation, text sequence. I'm gonna go in for the sort of the working in and drag it in this one. As you can see here, very nice animation is coming. You can play with the this one to get your favorite result, but I'm happy with this one for now. I'm gonna go in for put another one as well on the out position too. Gonna go in for the end and leave it in there for the save it time to don't look at it again. Now we're gonna go in for one more thing that we're gonna do it. We're gonna go in for make a base as a here. I'm gonna make a one going for the inspector properties, and I'm gonna go in for the 10% when the text is pop up, and I'm gonna go in for the scale, put it on the group. I'm gonna go in on the group, and I'm gonna go in for the 110%. As you can see here, the text is been appear, but a little bit rough, I reckon. I just want to go in for the keyframe editor and ease both. A little bit, maybe a little bit need the time more, extend the time with the sort of the here. It's better now. When the rectangle is pops up on the here, we need to text is being written down when the rectangle is being pop it on the screen. But when you put it like that, is text is not inside the rectangle now when you write it down on the screen. We're gonna go in for the really simple behavior align to. We're gonna choose our text and going for the basic motion and align to. When it's going for align to, we're gonna go in for the inspector, and we have one object need to be aligning to. We're gonna go in for the drag our rectangle on here, and if not center it out, just going for the offset and play with those one to get a best result. And if you not center it out, you can put it whatever you like. Is anchor point and choose a left, right, or whatever is your project is. And that's when a rectangle is being coming here, the text is write it down inside on our rectangle. That is the thing that we're looking after. The next step for this one, we're gonna go in for the end of this one. After this one is being scale up, we're gonna go in for the new group and put one new group here, and we're gonna write it down one text here on the top of the. I'm gonna put around the 95 and write it down Final Cut Pro, and that is for the text that is on the top. But we're gonna go in for the I'll use the image for the masking for the Final Cut Pro. After add like some of the, you can leave it like that, but you can write it on animation text as well, depending on your project. I'm gonna play with the position and put it on the center pretty much, and because the text is being changed, sometimes you need to do it by manually on the Final Cut Pro. And we're gonna go back to here, and when the group selected, we're gonna choose our rectangle mask. If you just only use the Final Cut Pro, we are not able to use the mask here because the text is not working for the mask. Right? That is a very thing that you need to know about it. I'll just use a group and choose our rectangle mask on here, and we're gonna put it on the here pretty much, and that is for the thing that we need to do, but we need to mask it as well. We need to keyframe this one as well. We're gonna go in for the a little bit forward, and we're gonna put a keyframe on the Y position, and we're gonna come back to the beginning and put it on the out of the R canvas, out of the R mask. As you can see here, the project is being like that now. Now we're gonna go in for the reverse, the old thing back from the beginning. That is for the reverse. For this one, we're gonna keyframe it until whatever is coming last is going first out of the R canvas too. We're gonna go in for this area and press the Final Cut Pro text and put a keyframe here, and we're gonna go back a little bit forward. I just want to a little bit push it back, and we're gonna go back here. We're gonna go in for the drag it outside our canvas, and we can play with that one as well. It's not like that too. I just want to quickly delete this one and do it a little bit. I'm gonna go into this one a little bit, going up more, and then I'm gonna come in a little bit forward and then coming back down to here. That is much more better than the first one that we did, and we're gonna come back to here, and we're gonna going back a little bit up, and we're gonna go in here and drag it all the way down to be out of the mask. That is a thing that we did onto here, but we need to play with the this one as well. I'm gonna put it under here and the show keyframe editor, and I'm gonna put the is bold. I reckon that one is better. It's pretty more I reckon it's better for that one. And then we're gonna go in for the text is being pop out on here, but as much as the text is pop out, we're gonna go in for the rectangle is being outside too. We're gonna go in for the rectangle, and we're gonna going back to the keyframe. I'll put a keyframe on here, and going for the end, and we're gonna go back to this one. I can't remember what the degrees that I put it on here, 64. We're gonna go back to the 64 as well. 64. as much as it's not aligning to your text, it's pretty much soon. I reckon it's better to put it on here. And at least a bit play with those ones to get the best result. I think that's the best one that we can a little bit more. Just play with the keyframe editor because our text is a little bit out of there. Now is the best one, I reckon. That we did under here. Now we need to color solid is being scale it down on the X position. I'm gonna going for the here, and we put a keyframe on the 100% here, and we're gonna going back to here, and we're gonna put it on the I just wanna go for the 100% here. Just wanna going for the X position only. I'm gonna going back to the end and put the X scale on the 0. That is for our final project. You can play with those one for a little bit more animation, play with the keyframe, but we're gonna going through the rest in the near future. And one more thing that I'm gonna going for, when I exported on the Final Cut Pro this template, right, I'm gonna Command S, and I'm gonna going for the save as, going for the tutorial that we made, and we're gonna going for the publish it here already. Now we are on the Final Cut Pro. The project is been that we made it on here. We're gonna put it on the top here at the middle title. Pretty nice, but we have a lack of the, when it's selected, we can't change anything because we need to publish some parameter that we can access it to here. We can edit the text easy here, but it's much more easier for me to have all of them on the publish parameter. And even I can change a color, and I can change everything on here on the publish parameter. The project has been added to here, but we need to going for do some of the change a color or parameter that we need to share on here. We're gonna come back to the motion again, and we're gonna going back to which one we need to publish it. First, we're gonna going for the Final Cut Pro or maybe text, put it on the top. We're gonna going for the text and the publish. As long as we have a text on there, it's better to publish it on here because much more easier to access it, or you don't need to worry about the change selected or something. Just do it on here. I'm gonna publish a text here and the font, and publish it font, and we're gonna going for the size as well, publish it. And if you like, you can publish those one as well. We can publish offset, but you can on a screen you can adjust the text too on the rectangle as well. It's up to you. You want to publish the offset as well, but we're gonna going for the rest of them too. We need to color being changed if you like to. If you want to like a color is being linked to those one, all of them is the same color, you need to link those one. I'm gonna link a text color for now. I'm gonna publish this one, but we don't want to publish a two text color in the parameter. If the like a user wanna use this one, you don't need to worry about the change a color of this one manually, right? one color is being selected for that one, is gonna be automatically change the color of the Final Cut Pro text too. We're gonna go in for one more step. I'm gonna go in for the select our Final Cut Pro, and we're gonna go in for add the parameter link, and we're gonna link to this one. I'm gonna choose your text here, color, style, and face, color all. As long as our text on here is being changed, the Final Cut Pro text is being changed as well, right? We just need only publish a one text color in the Final Cut Pro. I'm gonna leave it at the white for now. And we're gonna go back to the Final Cut Pro and publish those one as well here. I'm gonna go in for the, you don't need to publish any color for this one. I'm gonna go in for the format and publish the Final Cut Pro text, and this one as well, and this one. Whatever is easier for you, you can publish it on the Final Cut Pro. And even you can like a tracking to publish it on the Final Cut Pro, as long as it's been available on the text to text in the Final Cut as well. We're gonna go in for the project and see what we have here. Right, if you want a rectangle is the same color of the text, even you can go in for the rectangle and put a link on the this one as well. We're gonna drag this one too on the rectangle, and I'm gonna go in for the style, face, and the color and all. As long as you can see on the appearance on the final, even I can change the color of this one. Is been available. The color of the rectangle is being changed to. I'm gonna leave it like that. And the final thing that we need to do for color solid, we need to color solid is being the color solid color need been published too. But I'll publish this one as well. But here we have a color as well. We're gonna call change the text here as a text to color, and we're gonna go in for the color for the background color. That is our final thing that we're gonna Command S again, and we're gonna go in for Final Cut Pro and delete this one. We're gonna go in back to the drag this one here, and as long as you can see, when the like text is pop up, we have a lot of parameter that is being published. You can even change the color of this one and change the font on the here instead of the going for the text, and change it this one in the here too. As much as it's rendering is finished, we have a really nice animation on the text too. Hope so that's video helpful for you and learn something. If you learned something, I have one playlist of the motion. You can go in for my channel. I'll leave a link at the end of this video as well. Go in and watch those one too. And if you have any topic that you want to cover it for you, leave it in the comment for me. I'm gonna cover it for you. Thank you so much, and see you next time, guys.